The Vexhari interrogation chamber hummed with an eerie clinical precision. Commander Zalthor stood before the observation panel, his four eyes fixed on the motionless form of the human female lying on the extraction table. The biometric readings had flatlined exactly 4 minutes ago. Complete neural cessation, cellular degradation beginning. By every measure known to the Galactic Council's most advanced science, the specimen was dead. "Dispose of the body," Zalthor commanded, his mandibles clicking with disappointment. This species is weaker than initial reports suggested. 3 cycles of standard interrogation protocols and she expired. Useless. His subordinate, tech specialist Kriva, hesitated at her console. "Commander, the human databases we captured suggest extraordinary claims about their recovery capabilities. Perhaps we should—" "Superstition and propaganda," Zalthor interrupted. "Humans excel at embellishing their own legends. The facts are clear. Log it. Species exhibits minimal pain threshold, fragile biological structure, unsuitable for tactical intelligence extraction." The war had been going poorly for the Vexhari Collective. Humanity, that upstart species from the galactic rim, had somehow repelled 3 major incursions into their territory. When the collective finally captured a human scout ship and secured a live prisoner, this young female officer named Sarah Chen, Zalthor had anticipated easy access to Earth's military secrets. Instead, she had defied him for 72 hours. Through neural probes, cellular disruptors, and psychic fracturing, methods that had broken the will of countless species, she had revealed nothing. Only her name, rank, and serial number repeated with maddening consistency, until she stopped repeating anything at all. Zalthor turned away from the viewport, already composing his report to the High Command. "Another failure. Another— Commander!" Kriva's voice cracked with something Zalthor had never heard from her before. Fear. "The biometrics! They're activating!" Zalthor spun back to the observation panel. Impossible, the neural patterns were reforming. Synaptic activity surging, the flatlined heartbeat suddenly spiked into a steady, strong rhythm. On the table, Sarah Chen's eyes snapped open. But these were not the same eyes that had closed in death. They glowed with an unnatural amber light, fierce and primal. Her body convulsed once, twice, then she sat upright with mechanical precision. The restraints that had held her, designed to contain species 3 times human strength, shattered like glass. Containment breach. Zalthor roared. "Activate the—" Sarah was already moving. She flowed off the table with impossible grace, her movements too fast, too fluid. The chamber door, sealed with quantum locks, exploded outward as she struck it once with her bare palm. Guards rushed into the corridor, their plasma weapons charging, but she was among them before they could fire. What followed wasn't combat. It was extermination. Zalthor watched through the security feeds as Sarah moved through his ship like a force of nature. Every blow she struck was lethal. Every movement was calculated. She wasn't fighting like a trained soldier anymore. She was fighting like something that had transcended mortal limitation. Like death itself had taught her its secrets and sent her back. "What is she?" Kriva whispered, her claws trembling over the useless controls. The security feed showed Sarah approaching the command deck. Bodies littered the corridors behind her. She had been unarmed, injured, weakened by days of interrogation. Now she was unstoppable. Zalthor accessed the human databases again, searching frantically. There had been reports, whispered rumors from other species who had encountered humans in extremis. The Corvin Armada had mentioned something. The Thessian shock troops had filed a classified report. He had dismissed them all as propaganda. He found the file marked Human Biological Anomaly, Class Omega Threat. His blood turned cold as he read. Adrenaline surge protocols, neurochemical override systems, fight or flight response amplified to extreme levels. In cases of severe trauma or near-death experience, human physiology can enter a state called hysterical strength, or in rarer cases, postmortem combat syndrome. Subject may exhibit strength levels 300–500% above baseline, pain immunity, and complete suppression of survival instinct. Duration variable. Threat level extreme. The command deck doors buckled. Sarah stood framed in the entrance, her body covered in her own dried blood and that of his crew. The amber glow in her eyes had intensified. She looked at Zalthor, and he saw no mercy there, no humanity, only retribution. You wanted to know about humans, Sarah said, her voice rough but steady. Let me educate you. She moved. Zalthor fired his personal plasma pistol, but she was already behind him. He felt his primary spine crack. As he crumpled to the floor, paralyzed, she leaned close to his auditory receptor. We don't stay dead when you need us to fight, she whispered. We come back stronger, angrier. We come back until the job is done. That's what makes us human. Through his fading vision, Zalthor watched her access the ship's communication array. She transmitted a single message to the Vexhari High Command. Her image broadcast across every military channel. Bloodied, unbroken, terrifying. This is Lieutenant Sarah Chen of the Earth Defense Force. You took me. You hurt me. You killed me. I'm taking your ship. I'm going home. And I'm bringing proof that you can't break us. Tell your fleets humanity doesn't surrender. We don't break. And if you push us to the edge, we'll come back from beyond it just to make you pay. She severed the connection and set the ship's course for Earth. 37 minutes after her death, Sarah Chen had returned, and the galaxy would never underestimate humanity again.